artist was like Park.
It's the Vault Studio NFL podcast, and now it's on. It's the Vault Studio NFL podcast. Get ready! It's the Vault Studio NFL podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. I am one of your incredibly handsome hosts,
Amen to
J.A.,
that.
and I am joined by the big Zorba on the
Equally-
left side of the couch.
Equally handsome or less handsome? I think less is fine.
You're
I'm
more
fine.
jacked,
Handsome's a varied scale.
more jacked, less handsome.
I'll take it.
Symbiotic. And also Quadzilla, Scotty and McGuinness. You can find him at the Vault Studio.
Shout out.
That never gets old. That's so funny.
It's an easy layup.
Yeah.
I take it every week. We're going to load it. Also, we are joined on the line
On the line.
by our boy Tommy,
Shout out.
doing all the groundwork again as usual. It's everyone knows he just gave a salute. The way StreamYard works, if we add him in, it blows the whole thing up. So
It absolutely fucks us if we do. Yeah.
He has to stay silent, but he is here. He's controlling everything as usual. Outstanding
Amen.
work from our boy Tommy. Make sure you follow us on our socials, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the Tickety Talk. And thanks for all the responses this week. Some good ones. There's
Yeah,
some-
we had some.
I posted something about the Eagles, and there was some upset Eagles.
We had some upset Eagles fans. We had some upset.
Actually, no, they're not upset now. Now they're all agreeing with our Jalen Hurts analysis.
Oh,
That
that's
he's on
even
the hot
worse.
It's even worse.
That's why we
They
hate
are.
him.
It's
That's
like-
why we hate him.
One guy responded, and shout out to Ibs. He's actually a really good bloke. He's from Sydney. He plays in the Gridiron League up in Sydney. Really
Nice.
good guy. Runs an Eagles fan account for Australia. Legend. And he said kind of said,
Sounds
yeah,
like a top bloke.
all fair. He's probably got he's got a lot of pressure on him this year. And I responded with, it's funny how quickly you turn. And his response was, that's what good franchises do. They move on when they need to. And I was like, can't say much.
Yeah, the franchise does that, but the fan base shouldn't.
Correct. Seattle fans still love Russell Wilson. They just want to
We
see him.
do. He's good.
I wasn't saying that facetiously. They definitely do. I tell you who we love, non-facetiously, our friends at the Sporting Globe, Churnside
Amen.
Park. Make sure you get in the Sporting Globe. Check out all the NBA, NRL, and AFL's on at the moment. Everything's rolling. So get in there and make sure you download the app, put the account information on,
Like a fucking baby with a rattle.
go to the account information, change sponsorship to the Vault Studio NFL podcast.
Have a
and,
drink of water, man. What do you
I'll
want?
just say, you drink like a fucking fish. Okay? You know
Sorry,
what?
man. I'm a healthy
In a
guy.
rock pool.
I'm a healthy guy. I drink a lot of water. Sorry.
Also, a special shout out to I want to give it this
Oh, here we go.
special shout out. Our boy Brocky was the coach on the Gridiron Victoria National Championship team, the Victorian Gridiron team.
Oh, wow. Really?
Won the national champions. They finally got over the line and beat Queensland.
I thought he was the water boy.
I think he was. He said it was all him.
I thought it was the mascot.
I
I thought it was like the special kid they put in as the mascot. No, that's not what happened.
No, shout
shout
out to
out.
Brocky and shout out to Gridiron Victoria. As I've always said, you get rid of Park, you win national championships.
Did they really win?
Yeah, they did.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, so awesome stuff.
Up in Queensland, wasn't it?
Beat them in Queensland.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Big win. That was very
Good
good.
for them.
So yeah, shout out to those boys. Congratulations to them. It's been a long time since they've done it.
Shout out to
so
Brock the mascot. Well done.
Shout out to Brock. I think he was the running back coach. I don't know. Sorry, Brock. I don't know.
Slash mascot. Right.
But
Cool.
shout out to our boy Brock, the running back coach, maybe / mascot. Yeah, we got it right.
I don't know.
We love you, Brocky. All right, we've got a big show tonight. We've got some couple of news topics. Then we're going to do a
fun little topic.
would you
tonight.
rather. We've done it a few times. I've got a few comparisons I'm going to throw at the boys. And
For the record, Scott and I are completely blind on this. We
Yeah.
know nothing. We've done no prep. This is purely off the cuff.
they are completely my left eye.
James
Blind.
is going to just hit us with it, and we're just going to react live.
And I'm not going to lie. I sent one to Tommy, and he was like, "That's dropping a hand grenade into the room."
Love it.
And my response was, "I know what I'm doing." He said, "I wasn't judging your judgment. I was appreciating it."
Love it.
So you're going to get peak misinformation in this
It's
episode.
going to be
Perfect.
outstanding. But it's a bit of fun. It's the off season. We've got to enjoy it and get after it. And let's start with Juwan Jennings, ex-49er wide receiver, signs a $13 million one-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings. He turned down, I believe, a 3-year deal from 49ers for an average of $18 million a year not long ago. And then he said it was on a 1-year prove-it deal with Minnesota.
And just refresh my memory, why did he turn down that deal?
Well,
is it just he just hates
punching
Shanahan?
on with
He thought he was
Shanahan
number
for the
one.
whole last year.
Yeah, he didn't like Shanahan, and he also thought he was a number one.
Okay.
I'm not saying that like he wasn't. That's the quote. He thought he was a number one.
I like this for Minnesota. It gives them a red zone threat. It gives them a move the chains, third down sort of physical receiver. It's a good complement with Jefferson, and Jefferson and Addison were a little bit redundant with their roles. So it gives them a new look. They just need someone that can throw the ball.
Well, it's given Murray another big target. That, he maybe hit him over the middle, like you said, red zone for sure.
Like
red zone target.
you look at their four guys, their four receiving like
Hawkinson,
Jefferson, who's with Chase in the argument of best receiver in the league. It's those two. I think it's Chase at the moment, but Jefferson could easily enter that this year. And Addison, who's an exceptional number 2.
No, Addison's at Vikings.
That's what we're talking about, bro.
We're talking about the Vikings.
No, he's at Raiders.
Jordan Addison's at the Vikings. He's there.
Oh, which one left the?
I know who you're thinking about. I always forget his name, and I know who you're thinking about. Tell us who it was, because we're idiots. But no, it's not Addison. Addison's still on his rookie deal.
Oh, okay. I thought that one of them.
It will come to me the second before you say it. But
as a receiving quartet, it's pretty strong, man.
It's not bad. And then Aaron Jones, he's aging, but he's a veteran running back. He can get it done still.
He's a downhill runner.
Decent offensive line, and Kyler Murray. Like, I think the offense, you couldn't ask them to put much better on paper to start the season.
With the resources that are available to them, that's fair. Yeah. And obviously they got O'Connell, who's a high level offensive coach.
Correct.
Just going back to what you said before about Jefferson and Chase. Pretty easy for Chase to be as good as what he is when he's got Joe Burrow throwing him the ball.
If you flip situations,
I'm not sure that Chase
lame
is the same.
hypothetical. We're probably having the same discussion that it's Chase and Jefferson's in the lead now.
Yeah,
like quarterback makes a big difference.
Huge,
right? Chase had a few lean.
So good signing, cheap deal. I think he's going to be pretty productive. I think he's going to slowly turn into
Naylor.
He's going to slowly turn into Murray's favorite target. He's a big dude. He's got good hands. Yeah.
They don't need him to have 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Nah.
He can have 800 yards, 8 to 10 touchdowns, 6 to 10 touchdowns, be a red zone threat, take some pressure off Jefferson. It's a great move.
I think he was the leading receiver on third down for converting first downs. So he was Purdy's favorite. He was the guy that Shanahan wanted to get the ball. He's good in those situations.
And he blocks like a fucking champion.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
If you were going, pick a receiver, take any receiver you want that's just for blocking, he's probably at the top of the list.
Yep.
Yeah, he'd be right up there.
He loves blocking. Yeah. So I think he's a football guy, and I always respect that.
And he does go off for a big game. Like he's got like 6 yards and 150 yards, 6 catches for 150 yards game in him every now and then. So he's not just like a one-trick pony. So overall good signing, prove it deal. I think it's $8 million base guaranteed,
yes, it is.
And then it can get up to $13 million with incentives.
Nice.
So pretty friendly contract at a baseline for the Vikings.
Any 1-year deal in the NFL is friendly.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
One, even if it's all guaranteed, any 1-year deal is where it's on our cap for this year. And we don't care if we want to. It's a mulligan. I didn't work out. Oh, good.
We'll just cut it.
Because any teams that don't spend their cap are losers.
Yeah,
because the cap's a myth.
Well, do you know how many touchdowns cap space has scored?
How much?
0.
Yeah.
You know how many?
And you know how many Juwan Jennings scored? I just looked it up. He caught 9 touchdowns last year. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
So
in the NFL.
Yeah,
because that's where he plays.
Oh, I'm aware.
I was making quickly.
All right, let's go to our next guy. I actually fucking love this signing. Dante Fowler Jr., edge rusher to the Seahawks. He played for the Cowboys. He actually is one of the most efficient pass rushers in the NFL.
And fuck all snaps.
Yeah, and I think Seattle adding him, he's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a rotational guy for them. They lost Mafe. It was only Mafe they lost off the edge.
Yeah, so he's going to replace Mafe. And if you look at their stat comparisons and then you cap it to a snap, like a snap count, the Dante Fowler beats him in a lot of categories. So
and what it allows you to do is bring him in pass rushing situations and slide our boy Lawrence inside where he can pass rush from the inside.
Oh, he's probably not.
He could
needed
pass rush
inside.
from anywhere.
Yeah.
It just adds flexibility to an already very good defense. I thought this was a great signing.
Yeah,
$5
exactly.
million, 1 year deal.
Essentially replacing Mafe for $5 million is peanuts.
Yeah.
Very
I
good signing.
actually loved it.
No surprise from Schneider.
Old Schneids, he just knows what he's doing out there, doesn't
Obviously, the
Got the
draft
nose for it.
the draft didn't fall their way. They probably would have traded back to get a D end, and there was no trades there. So they got the running back, and Fowler came in before the draft process, and then so they just went with I would say Plan B, but it's like Plan A adjacent.
Yeah, it's a great
plan A1 or whatever. Yeah, no, getting a veteran guy into a hardened, battle-ready defense is definitely the better way to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep,
absolutely. Another great veteran move. Chargers signed tight end David Njoku.
I really like this. I've always liked Njoku.
In the era of 12 personnel, which is if you don't understand where the NFL is going, it is going to 12 as a base.
Yeah.
And then the really good teams are going to play 13 a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they can play 13 because they've
got Cooler. They got Cooler from the Ravens, who's probably the best blocking tight end in the NFL last couple of
Big
years.
meat and taters guy.
Yeah, he did a press conference. They asked him what they thought of the David Njoku signing. And as a typical meat and taters guy, he was like, anything that makes the tight end room better, I'm all for.
Yeah.
And you know when guys say shit and you're like, I know they're just saying this because they have to. Nah. He said it. He believed it.
It wasn't the corporate line like he actually meant.
He wasn't like, I'm not losing snaps to this guy because I can't run a 4.6 and he can't block like me. So we're going to play together a lot.
Yeah. And they also had that Gadsden as well, who came on towards the end of the year. So he's another receiving threat that they can pass out of 12 personnel and run out of 12 personnel as well. So Mike McDaniel is wanting to run the ball. He ran the ball a lot in Miami. So now we can run it with Amir in Hampton. They can run 12 personnel. You know, Harbaugh wants to run the ball a lot. So you can see the identity forming at the Chargers.
Well said. Njoku can kill you off play action. He's so athletic.
Exactly.
I actually love this.
If you're running out of 12 personnel and then the team's stuck in the box and you have him running down the seam against the safety, lights out.
Yeah. No, I thought it was an awesome move. And again, one year deal, $8 million. All good.
Yeah.
Like, the money's it sounds dumb, but the money.
I think it's $5 million base up to $8 million.
Yeah.
So
which is literal peanuts in the NFL.
I know it sounds crazy saying that $8 million is nothing, but in the perspective of NFL salary and money.
Well, salary cap's 305 million or whatever it is. Yeah. Like it's a lot of money. Yeah.
And also I didn't put this on because it came later, but Breece Hall signed an extension in the Jets.
3 years. It's similar to the Kenneth Walker money.
Yeah.
2 years guaranteed for like $14 million or something.
It's like $15 million a year. Yeah.
I like it for the Jets. I don't know.
I don't like it for Breece Hall at all. I don't know why he would have signed.
You get money. You get guaranteed money. You can always get a trade. So why?
That's true.
Sign the franchise tag and ask for a trade. And that's what.
But anytime a running back can get a long-term deal, they've got to take it.
Yeah.
In today's NFL,
agreed.
He's probably the fourth highest paid running back.
You don't think someone else is paying?
He's second highest behind Jeremiah Love.
No, he's bumped down Jeremiah Love. I think he might be fourth.
Okay.
You don't think someone else would have given him that contract?
Yes.
But that no one else is trading for him to then give him that contract.
Now we've got the contract, so you know what you're trading for if you have to. Or, hey, if he's a really good player for the Jets can be like, hey, he's our guy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Like
the Jets are
the O-line's good.
Quickly turning a quarterback away from being a very, very good offense if their wide receiver room works out.
Who's it? And Frank Reich's in UAC there. Is that right? Yeah.
He's a bit hit and miss. I thought he was okay at Carolina when he got the chance when they had no talent. He went back to college and sort of proved himself a little bit. It's a bit of a head scratching move, but he's got pieces there. And if he can be creative enough, he can do something.
Often teams that are struggling for identity, which the Jets have been struggling for, I'm just going to count
2007.
I was going to say 70 years. They often look for veteran presence, which is what Frank Reich is. They've gone, who is a guy that's going to come in, scheme aside, because most coaches in the NFL can scheme. Like they know how to do it.
At a baseline.
Exactly. So he's going to come in, it's going to be his way or the highway, and he's going to set the tone. And then we have Aaron Glenn, who's got his complications. Like he hasn't made himself look in the best light in the offseason with him sleeping at the combine, whatever.
He'll never live that down.
It sounds crazy to say, but I like Aaron Glenn, and if he has the defense and he's got a strong-armed approach, and then Reich's got the offense, the strong-armed approach, you're seeing them try at least.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it might not work. Aaron Glenn most likely is gone by middle of the season. Like that's unfortunately the reality of the situation.
Personally, I think he's gone by Thanksgiving.
But mate, that would be middle of the season because that's week 9.
Yeah.
But maybe the Jets can
Quick maths.
So it's like 6 weeks after the clock's turn again. That's how you did.
Thank you.
Remember that.
Yes.
But maybe
No,
the
It's
Jets.
about 4 weeks, but yeah.
Maybe they. We're all wrong. Maybe they stick with Aaron Glenn and go. It's not about performance now. It's about creating a new identity.
Sure.
And that's all, at least they're trying.
Yeah.
And Brees also good. He's a good player. I like him.
Yes, I do too. I think he's very good.
I think it's good signing all around. They keep talent, which the Jets haven't done.
Yep.
Like all their first round picks have gone. They trade them or they just leave. So they've kept talent in the building, which is saying something. It's the start of something.
Young bookend tackles as well.
Yeah.
I always forget their names, but it's not Fanu because he's the one who just got drafted. But they got the 2 good first round pick tackles. Like
the right tackle they drafted last year starts with M. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Good signing all around.
Yeah, it's good for Brees Hall. Hey, if you're a running back, get your money as quickly as you can. Unfortunately, because it's short.
Yeah, it does go. It does go off a cliff. That's true.
All right, now we get to our segment of the week.
Juicy.
So, how I'll preface this: it's called "Would You Rather."
Would you?
Tommy's got the "Would You Rather" up. Prime edition.
I like this.
Very good from you, Tommy. Membu is the tackle.
Membu, that's right. I was getting there.
Thank you, Tommy, as always,
well done, Scotty.
for the clip
You would have
and
got
for the
there.
message.
I had faith. You would
No,
have
I'll let it go. I knew it started with M.
Tommy's like our what do the news people look at? The readers, what are they called? The
Teleprompter.
teleprompter.
Yeah.
He's our teleprompter. Yeah. So would you rather? So if it's
San Diego.
if it's 2 players that are currently in the league, I think it's Saint Diego.
They're like, who put a question mark in the teleprompter?
Short for a whale's vagina.
Remember before memes when we used to just quote movies? At each
Yeah,
other
I still live in that
laugh
time.
ourselves silly.
Yeah.
I just quoting Anchorman at 4 a.m. in the most conspicuous
What a time to be alive.
areas. It was outstanding.
The kids these days,
No,
I
won't
know
get
what they
it.
missed out.
They'll be
Yeah.
playing their memes. They'll be like, we used to just say them
Yeah.
and got them wrong a lot of the
We used to
time.
live this.
Yes. So would you rather? So if it's 2 current players in the NFL, if we're comparing because it's players and there's one team, there's 2 teams.
Mhm.
But if it's players, if it's 2 current players, we're comparing them going into this season.
Okay,
All right?
gotcha.
So would you rather any of these guys into this season? If it's former players or a former player, a existing player, we're comparing primes.
Okay.
Who would you prefer going into this season in their prime?
Okay.
Cool.
I love it.
Or-
like it.
Let's do it.
Or is a couple career in their prime?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So my first one.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Would you rather Terrell Owens or AJ Brown?
In their prime.
No, going into next season, Teo in his prime or AJ Brown in his prime, which is now in fairness. to
Now.
everyone. And I want to give a big shout out to Tommy. AJ Brown's the Patriots.
That's unreal from you, Tom.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Very good.
All right, I'll start with Scotty.
Give me Teo in his prime. I think his prime was just astronomical. He was going to be like in the Jerry Rice conversation.
Played with Jerry Rice too.
Yeah. So I think that he was just a matchup nightmare and
So big.
so big, so strong, so fast, had a great set of hands. He did
And
everything.
played in the area where they could manhandle him if they wanted to at the line and hit him over the middle, and they just couldn't hit him over the middle because he was so fucking big.
Yeah. And maybe he was in that time where there wasn't a lot of great wide receivers. So like his comparison level was like, you know, like
There's certainly
now-
more now.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly. There's a lot more alphas, but like he was like the in his generation, the guy.
Yeah.
He was always the guy.
And I think obviously my fondest memories of Terrell was when he was a Cowboy. And what I used to love when we got to the goal line, and it was in the area where everyone was doing the goal line fades,
Mm.
and he'd line up isolated on the outside, and he'd run a slant.
Yeah, yeah.
And Romo would just catch it and fucking sling it,
Mm.
and it could go anywhere within a 2-car garage of this guy,
That's true.
and bang, straight away, and take 4 hits, and every time.
Yep.
There was not many guys that you could be like, run inside, and if they can get, they will not get in front of you. I'm going to throw it almost without looking at you.
There's
Because
probably
you're
not too many
so
guys
big.
since he's played that can do that. Like
Exactly.
Galvin Johnson. Like we're talking about like rare
He's
genetic
also
athletes.
second all time in receiving yards in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. He rejected his first year Hall of Fame, which people think's petty. I think it's fucking outstanding.
Love it.
When they didn't first ballot him, and
Yeah.
he's the second like statistically the second best receiver ever behind Jerry Rice, and they didn't first ballot him because he was a bit of a dick. He was like, no. And when they brought him in the next year, he was like, nah, I'm not accepting it. I'm not coming.
I didn't realize you had to accept it.
Yeah, you have to accept
I
it.
didn't know that,
He
actually.
was like, fuck you guys.
He's the only guy that hasn't.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
it's a
you guys.
rare.
I'm not accepting it.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's a
So if you're going off
true
body,
to his shitty character.
if you're going off a body of work, you got to say T.O. But
Yeah.
next year in their prime, I don't know, man. AJ Brown's a hell of a receiver.
I agree.
He's a hell of a receiver. He hasn't.
This is why it's a fun comparison
It is,
because
it
they're
is.
similar
I was
build,
going to say they're
similar style players.
They're
Like,
very similar in builds. The size, strength, speed is pretty much identical. Hands are probably just as good.
I think Teo was a bit taller.
He was. I
I think Teo's like 6'4". But again,
No,
like
I don't think so, bro. I think they're like the same height.
yeah. Either way, they're very similar
Very
play
similar.
style.
And the way they play is very similar. And I
Get
think
after a bit of jawing.
What you said
They'll
before,
use
what
the
you-
coach on the sideline. They don't
what's-
care.
Scott touched on it before, and I was going to go to the other side. That like, yeah, he was a top dog in an era when there wasn't many, prime receivers.
Yeah.
AJ is a top dog in an era when there's stud receivers
Fair.
everywhere.
Yep.
Which I think makes him stand out just that little bit more. And also, I'm probably going to have to go AJ just because he's just slightly less of a dickhead.
And slightly is fair.
Mm.
And he's an Eagle. He was an Eagle.
Both of them were.
Still an Eagle. Yeah, well, they both were.
Yeah,
Eagles,
but like Terrell Owens, like he tore the fucking Eagles.
yeah, he
apart.
was a mercenary for hire. Who? Yeah,
That was like, do you remember the Eagles on a McNabb feud?
100%.
It was mainstream media for months.
Yeah.
Like they lost that Super Bowl where he broke his legs
To
8
the
weeks
Patriots,
earlier.
yeah.
And if Eagles won, he was the MVP. He was
Yeah, he,
fucking out.
Yep.
To recover from a broken leg in 8 weeks and then play the way he did, it was unreal. And they lost, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I said it's just body of work. At the end of their careers, I might feel differently. I don't know. But
body of work,
now-
you got to go TO. But like in their prime going into next season, it's pretty neck and neck. I think.
And our boy Tommy, the teleprompter Tom, Brown has a ring too. In fairness, Teo never got a ring.
That's true. Yeah.
Because when you're a
Very good
mercenary
point.
for hire, you rarely finish at the top as a team.
Even their peaks are pretty comparable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very fun comparison.
Although Terrell Owens has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he was injured. So he had 5 years over 1,100 yards in a row, got injured, and then 6, 7, 8 years at 1,100 receiving yards.
In a
Like-
time where they didn't throw the ball as much. As
No,
well.
that's
like,
it.
and you can compare like the receiver thing of there's more now is very fair, but also they didn't throw the ball nearly as much when Terrell Owens played.
I'll still take T.O.
Yeah, I'd say T.O., but it's a fun comparison.
Yeah.
And again, if you're listening, if you disagree, I want you to comment who you would take on every would you rather.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
us who,
Absolutely.
because then I can disagree with you. Even if you say T.O., I'll be like, nah, I've flipped him. AJ Brown.
I think going to next year, it's a lot closer than what people think.
AJ Brown's a fucking good player.
Yeah, fuck
He
yeah, I
is.
think
And I will like him so much more when he's on an Eagle, and that's the worst part.
I don't know if I'd like him more or less at the Patriots.
Also, just slight hot take. He's going to be an Eagle this year. I feel it in my gut.
Really, he's going to
I
stay.
feel it in my gut.
I'd love it if he stayed. I'd love it if they repaired that
and it's
relationship.
purely because I don't think teams are going to pull the trigger on a first round pick for him.
No, I think it's because the Patriots are probably the leader of the clubhouse to get him, and they can't take the PR hit.
Fair too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be an Eagle.
Personally, just while you mentioned it, I'd love for that relationship to be repaired because he's a hell of a player, man.
I'd still say it's 60-40 that he's gone. They drafted his.
Yeah,
fucking-
60-40. But like, I reckon 3 weeks ago I was like 90.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming around to it now.
I think at this stage,
we will know
40 is pretty fair.
what's the date now. The 13th. We will know in 3 weeks' time when June 1 hits.
June 1. Oh, yeah. There's going to be some roster moves.
There'll be
June
some
1.
dudes going. So
Yep.
that'll be good. All right. And next one. Would you rather, Tommy, I can't remember who I put, so put it up on the screen, please. Would you rather
Ooh.
Myles Garrett or not TJ Watt, JJ Watt? Because we talked about Myles Garrett last week. He's
The
I mean,
second one.
just for the record, you guys shat on me that saying that TJ Watt's definitely not going to be a first ballot over him.
I didn't say
Their
that.
stats are
We didn't-
very comparable.
we didn't know. I think if both of them retired the same year, they're both the first ballot Hall of Famers.
I think
When
if
you
one
say
gets in, it'll be a very, very interesting conversation.
I agree, and it should be because TJ
Because there's
Watt's
only
a
10
fucking
sacks.
outstanding
There's only
player.
10 sacks difference between them, and TJ Watt's got 9 interceptions and 10 more forced fumbles.
Yeah, they're very comparable, and if they're both retiring the same year, it's a travesty if they're both not first round.
Exactly.
First.
I agree. I agree.
I think that's the problem. That if
Yeah.
but your point was if he retires the same year as TJ Watt, and they can only put one of them in, which is it could happen. Maybe there's a couple of quarterbacks we don't know.
Yeah.
It's a conversation. I agree.
Yeah.
TJ Watt's a fucking outstanding player.
You
but
guys shut it down. You guys are fuckheads.
yeah, well, you know what?
I didn't shut it. I didn't do any of it.
In fairness, I shut it down for the brand.
I just did it for the vibes, bro.
I'm
Can
all
we
for the
clip
brand.
it?
All right, Myles Garrett or JJ Watt? George, I know your answer, but tell us why.
Look, to say that JJ Watt was a dominant force is understating it.
It's unfair almost.
Yeah, it is actually unfair. Like people that haven't. Well, I was obviously watching him live, and the teams were actively avoiding him, and much the same with Garrett. I just think that. I mean, yeah, we're really splitting hairs here.
I know it's tough.
Maybe one more depoy, and I would say Garrett
that was
for
the thing
sure.
So,
But the sack record plays a big part. Man, this is really hard. I'm going to say Garrett, but it's only because of recency bias, and I'm admitting that.
yeah, that's fair.
Give me JJ because he almost had a 2020 year.
Yes, correct. And also,
Can you imagine how dominant you have to be to have he had over 20 sacks and 19 interceptions or something?
yeah,
Do you know how dominant you have to be and to be the best run stuffer in the league at the same time?
that's
And
my point.
He didn't have 19 interceptions. What are you
No,
talking
in his
about, bro?
career.
Yeah.
He was almost 20. He had a 20 sack season and 20 career
Right,
interceptions from
Defensive tackle.
line.
Yeah.
And that's my point on him. The reason I take Watt is because Watt could play any position on the line and dominate it.
Mhm.
Now, whether Garrett can or not, I don't know.
And fullback.
Because we haven't, and then also have touchdowns, which I reckon Garrett could too, just quietly. But like he could line up at defensive tackle and you couldn't run.
Yep.
And they moved him everywhere, and every single play, the offense have to come out and go, oh, he's at 3 tech now. We can't run that play.
Yeah. That's true.
Now, that's a schematic thing. I'm sure Garrett could do that, but I've seen Watt do it. So that's why
At the highest of levels.
Watt.
Yeah.
And like if you ever want to watch, if you want to get real nerdy and watch defensive line tape, watch TJ Watt be the backside defensive tackle on a run play, and him
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt, and watch him backside reach a guard
Yeah.
who blocks down on him, and he voids his gap to go around the guard,
And chase it down from behind.
and the running back goes, oh, the gap's there, and he beats the guard so clean
Yeah.
that he gets back across, and then he's in his gap 5 yards in the backfield
Yeah.
while the running back gets the ball, and he's like, oh shit, he's right there. I should have gone outside.
Yeah.
Like he made offenses look stupid.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
And that's the versatility. I said, like, this is splitting hairs because they're both fucking outstanding. But I think longevity, like his career, obviously Garrett's career's not over. His career tape, his versatility is JJ Watt for me.
Yeah, I agree. And he's just a complete game wrecker. And he had no one else around him. Like he had like Brian Cushing may have been a top 10 linebacker or something at the time. Like he didn't have a stacked roster with him, but Myles Garrett constantly had like pieces around him.
He's had good defensive players around him.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like, the Browns defense has been good.
Does Garrett's durability come into it at all?
Well, yeah, it's the same conversation for Watt. Like until he got to Arizona, he was an Iron Man. Like he just never missed football games. Like he was outstanding. Like yeah, and they're both similar. Like when Watt went to the Jets, went to the Texans, they weren't a good franchise.
Mm-hmm.
They were horrendous. Like he was a big part of why they were successful. And unfortunately, Garrett, through no fault of his own, all the stats lead to him being one of the best players in football, maybe the best.
But the wins don't come.
The wins don't come. Whereas Watt kind of changed a franchise for the Texans. I think is that unfair to say? Like when they got Watt, they became relevant.
Yeah, but they also got Watt and like Deshaun Watson as well, and DeAndre Hopkins. So.
And then they had Schwab before. Like people forget about Matt Schwab. He was a tall, white, handsome gunslinger. I don't know if it was handsome. I can't remember his face, but he was tall, white, and a gunslinger.
Fellow ball brother,
definitely those three.
And they had obviously Andre Johnson.
Yeah,
our boy. Shout out to Andre
So
Johnson.
that's what I was going to say. It's probably a little bit more talent on those Texans teams than what the Browns have had.
Fair, exactly.
Overall.
Yeah, very fair.
Yeah,
because the Browns got rid of Baker when they won a playoff game. Remember that? I remember.
And it's just the Browns. Like they're just the Browns.
Yeah.
Like,
but the Texans were like that. That's what I'm saying. The Texans they're the Texans. They're a new franchise.
Yeah, well, at least they were new.
Yeah, you're right.
These guys are they've just been mired in the shit for 50 years.
No, well, they're new. They've only been back in the league for 30 years.
Yeah. I'm taking Garrett only because it's recent bias.
Yeah, fair too. That's fair.
Fuck it, they're both unreal players.
It'd be like if you're an NFL GM, they're like, you can have one of these guys. It'd be a fun chat, wouldn't it?
I'll still take JJ, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You look
I
at
actually
Garrett,
don't think I'd have
without
to
his
think
pads
too much
and
about
stuff on. He just seemed like with no shirt on. The guy looks like a fucking cartoon character, man. Like he's just like.
Yeah, but so did JJ. He wasn't a little man.
I didn't say he's not a little man. I'm just saying like Garrett's a fucking specimen.
The best clip of Garrett when he was high school.
Yeah.
And he was jogging with the other high school kids.
Was it who let the
It actually came
full-grown-ass
up
man-
on my Facebook memories the other day because I obviously posted it.
Unreal.
And it was like,
How good's Facebook?
it was
memories, by
like,
the way?
just to remember, this was mild Garrett at 16.
Yeah.
Grown
And
man.
it's just these like white kids running next to him that look like 16-year-olds. And he looks the same as he does now.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he looks exactly the same.
That's what we call winning the genetic lottery.
Correct.
Ladies. That's why he's a millionaire 250 times over.
Yeah, which none of us did except for Tom. You fucking
It's
shit
beautiful
out
head
of
hair.
line.
Shout out, Tom.
You asshole. All right, next one, Tommy. I can't remember, so hit it up. Oh, this is my favorite.
Oh,
Okay.
the two stat patterns. Here
So
we go.
this is the first current verse.
No, it's not. We had AJ Brown and Terrell Owens.
Okay, this is the second. This is the first quarterback.
Fucking
Current.
What kind of fucking shit show is this?
I've
the
got.
good kind of shit show, damn it.
Fucking hell.
Would you rather Lamar Jackson or Dan Marino? Scotty, take us away.
Oh, Dan Marino. It's not even a conversation. One of the best throwers of the ball.
Teleprompter Tommy just said, and JJ Watt and Miles
Yeah.
Garrett.
We
I
just
got it
finished
wrong
one.
on all. I got it wrong on all levels.
We actually haven't done a current player versus current player yet.
Dare you? And I don't think we. I actually don't think we will.
Geez, this is another hard
give me Dan Marino for sure. Played in the era where they weren't
Didn't
passing
throw
the
the
ball enough. He was a pioneer of this gunslinging quarterback sort of prototype.
Yep.
Had a dog shit team around him constantly and just kept dragging them into AFC championship games where Lamar's also a pioneer of the
Well, that's what I was going to say.
the running backs, but he gets compared to Michael Vick.
The running back.
No, the
running quarterback.
running quarterback. Yeah,
But he gets compared to Michael Vick. So someone's paved the path before.
Well, he's a better runner than Michael Vick. Like, and the stats prove it too. Like,
Yeah.
he's got more
But Michael
yards
Vick-
running and more
if
more
Michael
TD.
Vick-
But Michael Vick did it
now.
12 years ago.
Yeah, if Michael Vick, it was almost 20 years ago he got drafted. He got drafted in 2003.
4? Yeah.
No, I think 2001, actually.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago now.
Yeah.
This is where I thought was a fun comparison. Both Dan Marino will obviously never get a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Lamar Jackson doesn't have a Super Bowl as of yet.
Dan Marino doesn't have an MVP either, does he?
Yes, he does. He definitely does. I think he
Like
definitely
an
has,
87
he
or something.
definitely has one. When,
Yeah.
when he had the 5,000, he was the first player to get 5,000 yards.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
definitely got one.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've both got the same sort of stink on them.
I wasn't going to say stink, but yeah.
It's a shitty word, but
Yeah.
it's whenever you talk about Dan Marino, and it comes with more of a like kind approach now.
As
that
the
it's
best
like,
player not to have a
it's
ring.
like he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It sucks he didn't win a Super Bowl. Like it's that attitude. Whereas Lamar's in the he can't win a Super Bowl. But if Lamar goes on and wins another MVP, whatever it is, he continues his career the way it's going, and then doesn't ever win a Super Bowl, he'll be in this. People get kinder about those things when you're not playing.
Mark my words, he will never get another MVP until he's been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. He's got two without a Super Bowl appearance. Is
Then
about the
they're
limit.
just not going to do it.
It's about the limit. I
Teleprompter
definitely
Tom
agree.
Dan Marino has one.
Yeah.
He has one.
Yeah.
So I was going to say that
Tally prompter Tom.
it's an unreal nickname, by the way. That's fantastic. I'm applying from you.
And it's sticking.
Yeah.
As
Scotty touched on it, but yeah, Lamar really did. Like, I get what you're saying about Marino and throwing the ball and all that in that era, but the era of the running quarterback, sort of the modern running quarterback that we know of, that's because of Lamar Jackson.
I agree.
What's a Sean Watson?
No. They can't be mentioned. Even the peak
Deshaun
Deshaun,
Watson never had a 1,000-yard season. Actually,
peak Deshaun,
Lamar's the only quarterback to ever have 1,000.
peak
Yeah.
Deshaun cannot be mentioned in the same breath as Lamar Jackson. It just cannot be done. No way. I won't have it.
Nah, he's Lamar.
I won't have
No,
it.
I'm just saying, like, you're saying he's the only guy to ever fucking run as a quarterback.
No,
No, he's saying that the modern era
he's the best one to do it.
established. Yeah,
The best,
what I'm saying.
yes, but I was saying that Marino was the first.
correct. He was.
That was what I was saying. You're saying, oh, well, you're saying,
Is it better to be first or better to be the best?
Well, you can almost.
well,
argue-
how is Marino?
You could almost argue for Marino played now. Can you imagine?
Because I think Lamar is a better running quarterback than Vic was.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
100% he is. And the
No,
stats
they
prove it
just
too.
scheme it better now.
we're getting into that.
The
hard,
stats prove it though.
but we're getting into that era. The era.
Yeah.
Stat
We're
Pat
getting-
Lamar, my man. He proved
Yeah,
it.
but you're not listening to the other side of the story. They design runs for him and they block him open. Where Vic, they didn't do that. Vic was like, hey, my O-line's broken down and my receiver hasn't beaten his guy, so I'm going to run.
And you're saying that Lamar couldn't do, he lacks the athleticism to be able to do that.
My God, I might as well bang my head against the wall.
Yeah, bang your fucking head against the wall because you know I'm right, bro.
No,
Lamar's
I'm
better.
just saying, but obviously Lamar's going to have more chances to get that fucking 1,000 yards because they design how many plays a game for him to run, where Vic didn't get that chance.
Okay, fine. But Lamar's a better passer than Vic as well.
Yes, I agree.
So he's better.
I don't know if he's got a better arm. Well, Lamar's a better player than Vic. Is that
Not a better arm, a better passer, I said. He's
Yeah,
better.
I would agree.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
better
Oh,
player.
I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. You're correct. Yeah, he is. He's much better. But like,
I would take Marino.
I think I'm taking Lamar
I'm taking Lamar too.
because we're talking in their prime going into next season. I think I'm taking Lamar in the modern NFL.
100%.
But again,
Mm.
we're splitting hairs here. This is why they're fun.
In this modern NFL, where does Dan Marino start? Who's Dan Marino's comp in today's NFL?
Burrow.
Yeah.
Was he that good?
Oh, what?
He's Burrow 40 years ago, where you couldn't like if you throw
Dan
them in,
Marino should die of gonorrhea and rot in hell. Would you like a cookie, son?
Teleprompter told me off a long run up. Has absolutely gone into bat for his man step out of Lamar. Hey, and for the record, I just want to clarify something from last week too. At no point was I shitting on Lamar for being a stat patter. I was just saying that that's what he is. He's a stat patter. Okay, I wasn't shitting on him for it.
right, the two are mutually exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
right.
No, the guy's won 2 MVPs. He's a fucking hell of a player. Anyone that says he isn't is an idiot. Simple as that.
Fair? All right, last word. Marino.
Yeah, I'm taking Marino. Yep.
Lamar.
I think I'm taking Lamar too. I'm less convincing than George.
Much
I'm
more
taking
much
Lamar.
more of a dynamic type of player. You can build a much more a well-rounded offense around Lamar than you can Marino.
All right. Next one. This is a pure historical. 2 retired players. Would you rather Barry Sanders or Emmett Smith? Now, I want to preface
Fuck.
this. Emmett Smith
Is this a one season?
in their prime, one season.
Oh, Barry
Let-
Sanders.
Let me preface. Emmett Smith owns the record for most rushing yards ever, which will never be broken.
Because it's longevity.
100%.
Played for
Yeah.
a long time. Yeah.
Barry Sanders played for a short time. He was the Calvin Johnson of his era.
Yep.
Played for the
I think he
shitty
played.
one.
I think he played 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. I think.
So he was like, when he was done, he's like, I'm still really good, but I'm done.
Yep.
So as a Cowboys fan, if it's a 1 year in their prime, Barry. It's
100%
Barry.
Barry.
I think he was just
No one can make
better
the argument that Emmitt Smith was better than Barry.
Also, Emmitt Smith played with one of the best offensive lines in the history of football.
And
And
Barry
Michael
Sanders
Irvin
highlights of him getting hit as he's getting the ball,
and breaking
3 tackles, spinning around, and then being faster than everyone else and just running it in for a tutty.
In my mind, when I put this one in, I was like, it's going to be tougher. And the more I thought about it, as much as I think Emmitt Smith is an outstanding.
I'm not shitting on
football player,
anyone in the conversations that we've had.
for a 1 year conversation, I think if you don't go with Barry,
Barry in his
it might
prime-
be crazy.
Oh, Barry in his prime would have been one of the best running backs in history.
Correct.
Emmett's got the accolades,
Yep.
which is not to be ignored. Problem is that Barrow is just really fucking good. He's just really
Barry's really good without the accolades and without
Yeah.
the all-star team
that's
around him.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just really fucking
Now,
good.
in fairness to Emmett, and shout out to
He had some fantastic. He had some huge years.
big game player, Emmitt Smith.
Sure.
You could almost, if you take all the Super Bowls or the 3 Super Bowls they won and pencil it down to one guy, it was Emmett.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
he was the dude that got it done. Like
Yep.
when the big game come and it was, hey, we're going to feed you this ball. He went, I got it.
Yep.
I'll win you this game. Which Barry, unfortunately, because he played for the Lions, we didn't know.
They had some good years, but they're not that
No.
high.
So
Yeah.
that's where Emmett, you're right. The accolades propel him higher than his play
Well, just
and
playing-
his longevity. He played
Playing in so many more meaningful games too. Like, yeah.
Like, we don't know if Barry had played in a Super Bowl. I'm gonna give a lame hypothetical, I guarantee you would have taken the game over.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, the hard part was that there was 11 guys watching Barry Sanders, and there was, with all the receivers and Aikman and everything else that the Cowboys had, that you couldn't just hone in on Smith.
And Cowboys had, people forget, everyone talks about Aikman, Irving, and Emmitt Smith.
Yep.
Their defense was very, very good in that era as well.
Yeah.
Extremely good. Shout out to Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, 100%.
He was there's a reason he's well respected as a defensive coach.
Yeah.
He knew that guy knew what he was doing out there.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to Jerry for fucking ruining it. Thanks a lot, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? He got Barry Switzer a Super Bowl off all Johnson's hard work.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna take Sanders. He was a hell of a player.
Yeah, I think we all.
I don't think this is close for
that's
1 year.
That's the shit part. I thought it was going to be, and the more I've thought about it since I put it on there, I'm like, this isn't close.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shit for Emmett, but it's Barry was so good.
Oh, unbelievable.
So good.
Anyone listening that hasn't seen any Barry Sanders highlights, just watch how effortlessly he gets 8 yards of 3 strides, and he just spins and shakes, and guys just lose their footing looking at him.
Is it unfair to say that Barry Sanders is one of the best athletes in the NFL ever?
Effortlessly elusive is how I would describe him.
And then if he didn't need to be elusive, he just run through.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we have. I've forgotten. Tell me which one was. Put it up, please. Tell them, Tom. All right, this is my favorite. Hold on a sec, boys.
Why, man? No. Shout out to the Ginger Messiah.
Going into next season, Jalen Hurts or Sam Darnold.
Jalen Hurts.
Who would you run?
He's a fullback and below average quarterback. Who else would you want on your team?
George? The worst part is they're both fucking looking at me.
So I would say that going into this coming season with all the machinations of roster moves, I'd say that the defenses will be comparable. I would say that them losing Kubiak as the OC will be something. To say that it's nothing.
Hey, we're not talking about situation. We're talking about player.
Well, we are. I'm saying
we're talking pure player. So you can have Darnold. We'll put it into team perspective for you guys. You can have Darnold or Hurts on the Eagles, or you can have Darnold or Hurts on the Seahawks.
Donald. Everyone's taking Donald.
That's what we're doing. We're comparing.
He's had
just
back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons at almost 70% completion.
and also led the league in turnovers.
Okay. Because he throws because he
Jalen Hurts could have done with a few turnovers.
Some would say that's reckless.
Okay,
that's fair. No, that's not unfair. That's not unfair.
But he has 12 yards at completion, and his average air pass is 8 yards, and Jalen Hurts is at 6.
Okay,
it's a big difference.
So he's actually throwing the ball to move the chains.
That's 2 yards.
Yeah,
difference.
I'm aware.
Pass.
It's about that much.
It's a lot.
It's that much.
You know what's fucking crazy? Just decided that is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
I'm not actually saying that facetiously.
Yeah.
2 yards at that stat is a shit ton.
Yeah.
It's crazy that's a difference.
You're taking Donald.
Okay, so I say Donald. George, who you taking? Eagles next year, you can have Donald or Hurts. Who you taking?
No, I'm taking Hurts for sure. On the Eagles, for sure.
Well, he's backed it up in the last 2 years. Hurts has been sensational.
Do you know who I'm taking? Fuck you both. I'm taking Prescott.
Last 2 years, you mean including fucking a Super Bowl run where we ended a dynasty? Yeah, I agree.
Seattle isn't.
Don't bring the Chiefs into this.
Because Seattle also isn't coming off a Super Bowl win.
This is why it's such a fun comparison.
Yeah, I just think Hurts is better than Donald. Simple as that. I just think he's a better player. He's a better football player. And he's done it for longer.
Because he can play fullback.
And he's done it for longer.
He has. That is true. He has played at a higher level for longer.
Darnold did have to play for the Jets. So
can
we just appreciate that?
Yeah, of course.
He was once a New York Jet.
Okay.
And also a Carolina Panther. He's been through the shit.
Despite that, he's passed for 3,000 more yards than her.
What I was alluding to earlier, when you very rudely, I might add, cut me off, was that, I said it. Yeah, that's right. Is that he's played in the 2 seasons where he's performed at a high level. He's played for 2 very high-end coordinators, play callers in O'Connell and Kubiak.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
So he's had a really good coaching level bump up,
fair too,
which does obviously translate into higher level.
If
of
you
play.
know ball, it definitely helps.
It definitely does. It definitely helps. So I want to see him do it again this year without an all-star play caller.
So if
And then-
Darnold's really good this year again, let's not say Super, because Super Bowls are fucking hard to win. Like we know that. Let's
No,
say,
forget about that. We're not talking about teams. We're talking about individual performance. now.
yeah, let's just say he's really good.
Well,
again
what's a
next
pass
year.
mark for him? Because
Another season like he had this year, because he had the same thing last year playing for O'Connell. He had a similar season.
I actually think he was statistically better with O'Connell. Like statistics were more, but I think he was a better player at Seattle.
I would agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Let's say
the
it comes
volume
out-
was higher.
Comes
at
out in the wash.
Minnesota.
It's similar, but similar comes out.
They
in the
are
wash.
very similar. If you
Right?
break it down per like completion,
Comes
they
out
are
in the
very
wash similar, but he's done it for two of the best
Oh,
play
Oh,
callers.
Kubiak's not one of the best. He was thrown away from the New Orleans Saints.
He's been in the NFL for a long time. He's a very high level coach.
yeah. Oh, I think
He
if
was
you-
a castaway
if
from
we
the Saints.
talked about at the start of last year, we'd have a very different conversation.
Of course.
Super Bowls are the what's that meme where the
That's
big
the opposite
water
of
goes-
the stink.
It's like
What's that
They-
called? Slap tape. What's that
slap
called?
tape.
And I like
Stuff.
how, yeah.
So I want to see him do it again.
Yep.
With
But
without that high level
we're
of
coming
play.
off two mediocre seasons from Hurts as well. So when are we going to see Hurts
No,
do it
he
again
won-
at a high level?
He won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he
last
played good
year.
for that Super Bowl game, but throughout that season, he was mediocre.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
In what sense? In what sense was he mediocre? Because
I think
didn't
he
throw
just
for-
cracked over 3,000
It
yards.
doesn't, but yeah, again, but you're just focusing on stats rather than actually the playing within the system.
But that's
Oh,
what-
so do you want Scotty to focus on a lame hypothetical instead of the facts?
No.
We're
I want him to actually
comparing
watch the game
players.
and not just watch the fucking box scores.
But we're comparing players that played the game, and
Perfect.
you're comparing
He played-
them.
He played within the system. He didn't fucking turn the ball
So he's
over.
a game manager.
He took. Okay, fine. If you want to call him that, that's fine. No
At
problem.
his
If-
peak, he's a game manager.
If you want to call him that, go right. If that's going to
Right.
help you sleep with your little binky tonight comfortably, no problem.
But I don't know what your point is.
Binky. Sorry, continue.
My point is, he's a better player who's played at a higher level for longer. So
How
that's
is
why
he
I'm
a better
taking him.
player?
Because
If
he
all
just
his, if every metric that you base them on, he's
the-
less
by
than the other
eye-
guy.
by the eye test.
oh, well, then you win the eye test. All right, next
Correct.
one.
Okay, I'm going to settle this discussion. It's
Shout out to Binky.
it's the stairs go headshot. Very good. It's Sam Darnold. Go suck a toe, George.
Cool.
All right, next one, Scott.
Yum.
Next one,
Yum,
George.
yes, please.
What have we done? All right, this is the team one. Our first team one. We have the Cleveland Browns or the New York Jets. What would you rather?
Can I go first?
Yes.
I'm taking the Cleveland Browns.
I'm going to argue with George again.
Because like on paper they got talent.
Remember, we're talking historically now.
Oh, are we? I
I
thought
thought
we were
we were
leading
going
into
into
next
next
year.
season.
No.
Sorry, I thought we were talking into
Oh,
next
that's
season.
fair because this is let's just talk historically about this team. Leading into next season, it's definitely Cleveland Browns.
No,
It's not.
it's the Jets. Easily.
This is
I don't know about easily.
Again,
Easily.
we're splitting
diabolical
We're
call.
splitting my hairs, really shitty
I'm not
hairs.
touching my head.
No, just because
Short.
next year there's a plan, and then the year after they've got 3 draft picks to get the quarterback. With Cleveland, they still don't have the guy.
Yeah, but the rest of the team is good.
The rest of the team is
You-
comparable.
Is it though? I don't know exactly.
I would take Jets.
Who's the best receiver out of both teams?
No, you're not going to sell me Garrett Wilson, are you?
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
no, I'm not selling you Garrett Wilson. I'm telling you who's better out of all the receivers. Which receiver would you take first from these two teams? It's Garrett Wilson, surely.
Easily.
Or are you going to take Concepcion? Great name, major league name. Or David Boston? Is it David Boston? No.
Denzel.
Denzel Boston. David Boston.
But they also got Amar Cooper as well. The Jets drafted him, who's a
That's what I mean.
a very
Like,
good receiver.
I think.
And then Sadiq,
And then running backs, I'm taking Brees Hall.
Brees Hall every day. O line, you're definitely taking the Jets.
Quarterback, I'm definitely taking Geno, which is an indictment.
100%.
I'm taking Geno over Shador or Deshaun Watson.
100%.
Come on, bro. You don't want massage, boy?
I want him to give me a massage, but that's
leading-
my own personal preference.
Leading into the next year, and I know it's cheating a little bit because they got the 3 draft picks as well. I would take the Jets situation.
Yeah.
Leading into next year for sure. Not even considering the fucking Browns in this.
And historically, I'm taking the Jets because they have one thing the Browns have never had:
Back in the 60s.
a Super Bowl. It doesn't matter; they've still got it.
Was that Joe Namath?
Joe
Joe
Namath,
Namath,
yeah.
who guaranteed the win
He did actually. Yeah, that's right.
and was hot take here a terrible quarterback for most of his career.
He was.
He just got it done when it mattered. And shout out to him. And no one can ever take that away.
Amen.
For old, what are they? What's his name?
It was named Diamond Joe, I think.
Diamond Joe.
named it.
Yeah. Listen, man, he won his Super Bowl early and then just rode the coattails
He lived off those coattails.
forever until the day he dies.
So-
and as he should.
Some could say that Aaron Rodgers has done something similar.
I
Some
mean,
could
he's
say.
got a
I'm
lot
not
of-
saying that. Some could say that.
I hope no one that talks to me says that because Aaron Rodgers is maybe the best part.
But you get what I'm saying, though, right? He won it early and then rode it.
That's the key. What have we said? If you don't,
Yeah,
win,
but he
if
also
you-
played at a high level after that, where Joe Namath
He did.
didn't.
If
at
you
a very high
don't,
level.
if you don't win a Super Bowl in your first 7 years for the team, you don't win one. That's not a lame hypothetical.
So does that mean Josh Allen's off the table?
That's the conversation.
Yeah,
and
fair.
and Lamar,
And Lamar?
like there we got and Prescott, Burrow. Yep, Burrow too now. I
Yeah.
think.
He's 09, so this will be the last year.
Yeah,
19, sorry.
That's what I mean. Like it's once you don't get it, that history tells us that no quarterback, the latest a quarterback has won a Super Bowl for the franchise that drafted him is in his 7th year. No one's done that afterwards. The only ones that have done it afterwards
Who was
Manning?
that?
have
Was that,
moved teams.
Manning?
was it Manning that did it? in
I
his
think it was
7th year?
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
And
Very
Peyton Manning had the stink on him.
Oh, did he
He
ever?
did. Yeah.
They
Did
can't
he
win
ever?
a big game. Dungy can't get it done. There was stink on old Peyton for a
Yep.
long time.
And then he got the chip and it just all goes away.
All goes away.
Yep.
And then you know what? 2-time Super Bowl winner. Now his last Super Bowl, who cares how he
Dreadful.
played? He was a corpse.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he won 2. He gets the ring. Same with your brother Eli.
Anyway, give me the Jets. Easy.
Yeah,
Not even close.
I think historically I'm taking Jets because they've got a Super Bowl.
Historically, Jets, this season, I'm taking the Browns.
Give me
A lot of
Jets.
talent on that defense.
Give me Jets this season, and I'll tell you why. And it's recency bias. The Browns are a fucking clusterfuck. They're a way worse. Like trading for Deshaun Watson when everyone in the world, but the Browns knew this is the dumbest thing you can do.
And Miami.
And Miami.
That was like 4 years ago, though. Come on.
But
Well, he's still there. He's their starting quarterback.
Off those
Well,
allegations.
it has to be because they've given him all this money. That's the only reason he's on the
But
roster still.
to trade for him for 3 first-round picks and then
Yeah,
give him a $250 million, which for 5 years, which was the most quarterback money in the NFL, fully guaranteed,
I didn't have an issue with the 50 million. The fully guaranteed was the problem.
diabolical.
Yeah.
That's
The Browns are coming off 2 very good drafts as well. So the future's not all bleak, but they need someone to throw the ball.
yeah, very fair. All right, last one of Would You Rather. We have, this is a fun one, historical players. It's a bit of a sad one too. We've got Brian Dawkins or Sean Taylor. Obviously, Brian Dawkins is talked about as one of the best safeties in the history of the NFL, and I couldn't agree more.
Very fair.
Sean Taylor, very sadly, was taken way too young. He was the guy in the NFL before he died. And that's why it's a fun comparison because I think Sean Taylor would be Brian Dawkins if he
It's
wasn't
not a fun comparison because we never got to see Sean Taylor. He was just coming into his prime, and he was he wasn't coming into his prime. He was just coming into being one of the elites, and he was only 24. But Brian Dawkins did it as the elite for
10 years.
7 to 10 years. Yeah,
I think Brian Dawkins played 15 years in the NFL.
Yeah,
yeah, but he was him and
He was
like,
elite
him
for-
and Reed were like
Yeah.
one, and Polamalu were like they were heads and tails above.
I would, and they're the 2 other guys I considered to compare to Dawkins, but I thought this would be fun's the wrong word, an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Because Polamalu didn't play, his dominance was probably the peak. His best was maybe the best safety ever in the NFL.
Yeah.
But his longevity wasn't there.
Sure.
He got
It wasn't
dinged up.
that bad though. Like he was still, if you look back at it, like he was still quite like he had a very good longevity.
It wasn't
through
a
his
bad.
career.
It wasn't a bad length of career.
I spat
but
that out terribly.
yeah, it wasn't your best spitting.
Yeah.
I've seen your best spitting kid.
He does his best spitting after midnight.
I don't know. Was it like 11:50? No, I just thought this was an interesting conversation because I think if Sean Taylor plays his entire career, he is Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, potentially.
I think we're talking about them both.
Pretty fair.
Potentially.
Pretty fair statement.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
fair statement.
it's a comparison of in their prime, which was very short for Sean Taylor,
Well, I would argue we never saw it, which is the sad
I'm
part.
kind of in the same boat.
and that's the
That's the sad
predicament.
part.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he might have been better.
It's
so
an
going
unfortunate reality we won't know.
One season in their prime, I'm taking Sean Taylor. And I'm doing it purely from the I want to see it.
Nah, Dawkins,
Nah, give me Dawkins.
Dawkins was
Yeah,
basically untouchable, man. He was a hell of a player. That guy used to just float around that secondary like a fucking machine, man.
The scariest part about Brian Dawkins, all the stories, the scariest part of it is that he was the nicest, God-fearing,
Yeah.
didn't
Doesn't
swear,
Yeah.
kindest man in the world till the second he ran on that
Weapon
field.
X.
And then he was a psychopath.
Definition of white line fever.
Like Ray Lewis has said, I was scared.
Yeah, the guy-
Didn't he say on the sideline something like, I'm going to deliver him to God?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The guy's
Like-
a maniac, bro.
You
Proper
don't,
maniac.
you don't just accidentally, you don't even accidentally think that, let alone think that's a great
No.
idea, let it rattle around your head for a little bit and then say it. Like,
I don't
There's a
even
level of
think
psychopathy required to say
I know,
that
that's what I
kind of
mean.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't think you even plan. I don't even think you're sitting in the locker room and you're like, I'm gonna say this today.
No, it's
No,
all stream of
That just
consciousness
comes
stuff.
to you.
Yeah.
Like, that just, yeah, crazy.
But like 99% of people, even if they thought that, would never say it. And he just sits there next to his teammate and goes, I'm going to make him see God today. It's like, wait, what the
And-
fuck?
and he did.
And you go back and watch footage, and like you can see it. There's footage, film of receivers like actively like dropping catchable balls because they were concerned that like Dawkins is going to light. As soon as I catch this ball, Dawkins is going to light me up.
Yeah.
Like that's how much
Fear.
fear he put into people.
But that's my point. Sean Taylor was the same.
He was. We just never saw it at the peak. I personally believe that he was building up to that point and it got taken away from us.
And
That's pretty fair.
And that's scary that he hadn't his peak.
Yeah.
Because he's
Agreed.
Because his non-peak was scary good.
Oh,
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
All
Scott
pro.
said, Dawkins was like that for like a good 7 to 10 year period. People were just like petrified of him.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Taylor just because.
He couldn't play in the modern NFL. Dawkins couldn't play the way he played in the modern NFL. Now,
Oh, I think he's in the category of like Cam Chancellor that he would play linebacker
I think he,
Potentially.
and be excellent.
potentially, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
like he could play safety the way he plays.
No,
now.
no way.
He's
Like,
probably not fast.
he
enough
could.
Anyway.
He would just hit people not in the shoulders. He just hit him in the waist and just fucking murder him.
Yeah,
I don't think many safeties from the early 2000s could play safety now.
or linebackers for that matter. They linebackers probably couldn't.
Linebackers are.
London Fletcher would be a defensive tackle
Let's
now.
also linebackers are deep down.
Like a DNs now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
if,
pretty fair.
if they could pass rush.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, you can't pass rush. Sorry,
There's
you don't
obviously
play.
a few guys that could play in every era, and I think
Yeah.
Dawkins is like that. Cam Chancellor could. He could play safety in this
Okay,
era.
Cam Chancellor's a fun one too because he was slightly stolen from us because of his injuries.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he didn't get the longevity because he's probably not going to be a Hall of Famer because of his longevity.
Yeah.
But his peak was as good as any safety in the
Sure,
Hall
that's
of Fame.
fair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think that's one big factor for Dawkins. Well, how good he was for so long as well. Because
Yep.
I don't. A lot of people don't when they talk about these kind of things. They don't take the longevity of people's careers into consideration. Like
think they-
even like the LeBron thing and all that. For
They
example,
always shit on it.
yeah, I know they
Like,
shit on it
it's
all.
hard to play for a long
Yeah.
time.
To play at a high level for a long time is basically impossible, man. Like if you do that, you're a fucking outlier, plain and simple.
Very true. Look at a guy like Zach Martin, right? His peak's maybe one of the best guards ever. But injuries means he's not going to get the 15 or 16 seasons. He's
Yeah.
going to finish it at 10 or 11.
Mm.
And people go, oh, well, he didn't play as long as other guys. Like, well, because he couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't work out for everyone.
Yep.
Like,
Fair.
and I think that comes down to luck, that sort of stuff as well. It's like,
Of course.
do you get a bad hit on your knee and then that knee's damaged for a long time? And then when you get older, it starts to affect
Yeah.
you. Like, there's all that stuff comes into it. It's all a bit of luck sometimes. So
Especially
yeah.
with football injuries, like far out, man. There's so many innocuous things that happen and just knock you out. It's crazy.
Oh, you could be on the backside of a running play and
Yeah,
someone
just
gets
falls on you.
thrown into you and that's it.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 you just roll over the pile, but the one time you don't, it's an ACL.
Yeah, like-
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Like
the
guys like
cleat gets stuck in the dirt. And
Yeah, exactly.
There it is. Yeah.
guys like Richie Incognito, who at his peak
It's pretty damn
was
good.
racist as shit, but he was fucking outstanding.
Mm.
Like, but he only played 8 years in the NFL because of some off-field shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right? Like that's the facts of it. So if he'd played 16
Well, we
years,
were talking
do
about
we-
Vic before. Like his off-field shit robbed him of his prime.
Literally
Yeah.
right in the middle of his prime. Yeah.
100%.
Shout out to the Falcons.
Shout out to the dogs.
Wow.
I was going to say it.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you, Scott, for saying it.
do we
Thank you,
become best friends?
thank you for taking the bullet. Thank you.
Hit me up on my social.
Hey, this was fun, man. Thank you.
I
This
said,
was really
look, would you rather? We do it a lot. I'm sure we'll do it again before the season starts. I love it. If you're listening, comment every single would you rather we do. Tell us, comment on whatever it's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Amen.
Comment who you would rather and tell us why. Because like a lot of these are splitting hairs. Even the shitty ones like the Browns and Jets, you're splitting hairs for shits. So
Brilliant. Splitting
The only one we're not splitting hairs is
Unreal.
Darnold and Hurts because clearly the dual position.
Oh, shut up, you
hurts.
salty little hobbit. All right, relax.
I have never been prouder of myself for that.
Well
one.
done, James. Well done to you.
You know what?
Go Birds.
You're all welcome. All right, that is it for us this week. Make sure you give us a follow on all the socials, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the Tickety Talk. And thanks to our friends at Sporting Globe Chirnside Park for their beautiful sponsorship. Download the app, change the account, go to account information, change sponsorship to the Vault Studio podcast, and spend a shit ton of money.
Money.
Risk it all. Like, just go there and spend all your money.
Bet on black.
Hey, the budget's out. We're fine again. We've got a surplus. Go and spend. Get after it.
Yeah,
What a load of
vote
shit.
Labour. Yeah.
No. We're not getting into it. All right. And I want to give a special shout out again to our boy teleprompter Tom for all his hard
Unreal.
work
That's
behind
good
the
for
scenes.
all of us here at Channel 4 News. You stay classy, you stay real. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Unreal. Elite.
Tommy, you are a fucking weapon. That is outstanding from you. We'll see you all next Wednesday. Peace out, all
Peace.
guys.
Ciao.